Grab some metal planters and wire trellis from the dollar store. Start by drilling 2 holes in each of the planters. The holes should line up with the vertical wires of the trellis. Once the holes are drilled, you can leave the planters as is or change the look any way you please. You can either paint them or leave them plain, or use double-stick tape or hot glue to attach twine, canvas, or ribbon. Then use long zip ties to attach the planters to the trellis. Thread the zip ties through the holes you drilled, pull to tighten, and trim any excess. Your organizer is ready to hang and can be filled with plants, towels, bath accessories, and more.
The dollar store has all sorts of glass storage containers. Grab a short glass container with a screw-on lid. Take a large marble and glue it to the center of the lid. Next, spray paint both the glass container and the screw-on lid with an ultra-matte black spray paint. To style your new jar, take a small wood cutting board from the kitchen and use it as a tray to hold the jar and other beauty products that you want to keep handy. Head to the garden section, grab one of their metal French garden buckets. Give the entire bucket several light coats of overspray with some white spray paint. Now, take a black paint pen. Once the pen is primed, test the width of the pen on the back side of the bucket. Once you get a feel for how much pressure to apply, start to outline the bottom rim of the bucket with the paint pen. Let that dry, and then start to outline the lettering on the bucket. The straight lines were pretty easy for me, but I had to really pay attention when outlining the curves. Once the letters have dried, outline the top rim of the bucket. Next, take some old drawer knobs, perhaps from another project, and glue the knob to the bottom of the bucket with a strong, clear adhesive glue. Style on a bathroom counter beside a sink by filling with hand soap, hand sanitizer, and paper hand towels. When you are in the container aisle of the dollar store, pick up a couple of white wire shelves. Flip one shelf upside down and lay the second shelf on top, overlapping about a third of the shelf. Now take some zip ties and connect the shelves together. Be sure to pull tight on the zip ties so the shelves are securely tied to each other, and then cut the excess zip ties. Remove the rubber tips from the ends of the shelves. Grab each arm on the shelves and bend them from their 90-degree angle to about a 45-degree angle. Next, give the entire shelf unit a coat of spray paint in the color of your choosing. This is the perfect shelf caddy for holding rolled up hand towels and washcloths in any bathroom of your house. I hope this inspired you to take some inexpensive jars, shelves, and buckets from the dollar store and transform them into functional and fun decor for your bathroom.
I'm taking 3 hexagon decorative mirrors and 4 small glass candlesticks from Dollar Tree. Stack 2 candlesticks on top of one another. When the glue has dried, I'm taking some black acrylic craft paint, apply the paint all over each candlestick column. Once that column is attached to the base mirror, I'm adding glue to the top of the column before stacking another mirror on top of it in the center. While I'm taking my second candlestick column and my third mirror, I'm flipping the mirror face down and applying the glue to the column before placing it on the center of the back of the mirror. It's time to stack the third mirror onto the other 2. This is now the perfect tiered storage display in my bathroom for all my skincare products. I'm using 1 large piece of foam core from Dollar Tree and 2 sheets of peel and stick wallpaper. Next, I'm going to use a squeegee to apply directly to the foam core board. I'm using 2 gold paper trays from Dollar Tree and my 2 wallpaper covered sheets of foam core to glue to the bottom of each tray. I'm applying the rub and buff all over the wood pieces. I'm allowing plenty of time for the gold to dry before taking my hot glue gun and gluing the cubes on either side of the wood dowels. Now it's time to assemble this whole project together. This is a really inexpensive DIY project and is perfect for bathroom storage, and it's very easy to make. So we're going to start this project with these really handy stackable organizer drawers. So I'm going to be using a combination of E6000 and hot glue. So I'm gonna go ahead and stack this on top. Then we're gonna do the same thing on this top one. Set this aside to dry. We are going to focus on gluing these pieces together, and we're gonna put it together here. Make sure it is level this direction. So we're gonna go ahead and add to it. I wanted to take a little side note to share that I was able to paint my mirrors because they originally were gold. So I'm gonna go ahead and use hot glue on the back here, and we are going to be centering it on top. We're actually gonna be gluing these same mirrors to the sides where the drawers aren't pulling out. So now we're gonna take 2 cake pans, marbles as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place this on top, and then we are going to put a layer of E6000, and then we're gonna be setting our organizer on top of that. Adhere it, wait for that to dry. So now we're gonna flip it over. We have a Lazy Susan situation happening, but we're gonna add one more piece to the top of this. And here is the after of this makeup organizer in my bathroom. To start this project, we're gonna need 3 of these cute little craft storage bins that you'll find in the craft department of Dollar Tree. And then I picked up these 2 12-inch wood slats. They were also at my local Dollar Tree in the craft section. What we're gonna do first is we are going to take one of these bins, and we are going to be making sure it essentially stands, but it's at an angle. So we wanna try and find the right angle for it to stand up properly, but also have the little baskets stand up at an angle as well. So what I'm gonna do for this part is I'm gonna use a pencil just to make sure I'm marking it correctly. And I'm just gonna mark this top line just so I have the angle right when I go to adhere it. Okay, so what we're gonna do first, put some glue here. And we're gonna line it up, let that bond for a second. So we have this side ready to go. So we're going to secure the other side with the glue, and then we're gonna go back in with our glue sticks. I'm sorry, with our staple gun to make sure it's reinforced. So, I'm gonna make sure it's even. Gonna mark it again. Kind of gives me a better idea of where I wanna put my glue, and it just makes the process of lining it up so you know you have it in the right spot a little bit easier. So now that we have both of these in the right spot, we're gonna go in with a staple gun to kind of reinforce it. All right, so now that that's been reinforced, we're essentially gonna do the same thing with another one. We're gonna drop it down. Wanna make sure that we're creating that angle, same angle. And I'm gonna use my pencil for kind of a guideline because I wanna create like a very similar angle here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of glue, slide it back down, line it up as quickly as possible before the glue sets. And this Gorilla Glue is pretty awesome, so it sets pretty fast. All right, so now that this is securely in place, we're gonna do the same thing with our staple gun. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing for the third one. It's just gonna sit up a little bit higher, and then we will move on to the next step. All right, so now that this has been secured, what we're gonna do is we're going to use some stain. I'm using a Rustic Wood Effects water-based stain from Behr. I got it at my local Home Depot. What I love about water-based stain is that it dries very fast and it's water-based, so you don't have to really worry about a chemical smell, and you don't have to worry about it sticking to everything. Since this is a raw finished wood, it should just suck the stain up pretty quickly. So the instructions for this stain are that you apply it and you let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then you wipe it off, like you wipe off the excess, and then you can apply as many coats as you'd like. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably apply about 1 to 2 coats of this. I'm just using a foam brush. You can use a regular brush as well. I kind of wanted to see how it would apply. Make sure we're getting in the creases here. So we're gonna go ahead and cover this entire thing in stain, including the interior. All right, so we're gonna let this sit for a couple minutes, and then we'll wipe off the excess and maybe do another coat before we come back and we move on to the next step. And here it is. Here's the finished product. So we are going to go put this in my bathroom and see it all finished up as additional storage space on the counter. And here's the finished product. I'm so happy with how it turned out. It works as perfect additional counter space, and it definitely gives off that farmhouse vibe that I'm going for. I hope you feel inspired to try this project on your own. Thank you so much for watching Home Talk, and I will see you next time.